Hey, everybody. Well, that was a very quick introduction. Today we're looking at the Nintendo Switch for today's extended cuts. Well, already fucked up. And it has been a while since I touched my Nintendo. So, forgive me if it takes me a little bit to... Nah, I missed the Yoshi coin. Get back into the swing of things. But... Oh no! Probably the best place, not the easiest place to start after it's been a while since I've been gone. But it's been a busy week. I don't know if I'm going to get this out on time. I'm actually literally recording this Monday morning. You fuck. Like 3 hours before I have to actually go to work. I'm already showered, and so all we have to do is slip some shoes on, so I do have time. But, oh, come on. I do apologize for the abhorrent gameplay right now. Because this is exactly that. But like I said, this is the first time in months since I've been touching it. Hell, the expansion pass to Pokemon Sword and Shield is out, and last time I played it, the base game wasn't even out yet, so... Well, like I said, it has been a busy week with the Super Bowl, my favorite wrestling pay-per-view this the week before. So there's quite a bit to... Oh, good. Non-ice. Get back here. I almost forgot how this works. So there's along with the impeachment stuff, but that I'm going to try not to get into today because I don't know much about the update on the proceedings other than I was pretty much right in my assumption that both parties were going to go straight down the party lines in terms of this impeachment stuff, with a couple of exceptions. Some of the well, I might as well get this out of the way since I brought it up, but apparently some of the Republicans, there was a vote a couple days ago on oh no, we're completionists. We're gonna go back and do the ghost house too. Can I cross the bridge from here? Oh yeah, look at that shit. But there is a vote whether there were any oh, what are they called? Whether there were any witnesses or anything like that that needed to be called for the trial. And of course, the Republicans are saying, well, no, we don't need to call anymore. You know, we had enough time, yada, yada, yada. And the Democrats are like, hey, if there's more people that have something to say, you know, if there's more evidence, there needs to be a chance to say it. And it's just that typical back and forth. Oh. Well, that was an accident. But is that your typical back and forth with the Democrats saying they need things their way and the Republicans saying they need things their way, and The house didn't. I thought those on... Huh. Alright. Oh, shit. What do you got for me? Oh, good. I can fall slowly. But that whole debacle is going right down the party lines, and again, I can't say I pay too much attention to politics because my own personal stance, I don't trust pretty much any of them. You know what? I'm gonna take a gamble. Nope. Alright. I was gonna try and see if I could float down there. Do I have enough? Nah, that's not gonna work. So, but that vote went 51 to 49 in favor of the GOP, with one or two Republicans. You can slide the screen. Oh, yeah. With one or two Republicans voting actually with the Democrats, but not enough to have there be any more witnesses. So that looks like it's going to come to an end relatively shortly. Oh no. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought I missed it. We're good. We're good. Oh, fuck. Eh. Let's see. Let's go middle this time. Nope. Middle this time? Yeah. And, but it looks like, regardless of what you feel, and I'm not arguing my stance or for anybody else's, because that's not what I'm here to do. But it looks like that it's going to come to an end soon. At least until the election, where I would suspect if Democrats would get control of the Senate too, that it would pick up again. And I don't know if there's any precedence for anything like that, but... Oh, you dick. But that at least looks like what might be happening. As far as that goes. And again, it's not like I have or even remotely want the details, because I admit I'm ignorant when it comes to a lot of politics. So I'm not gonna claim to be, aw, you dick. Not gonna claim to be an expert. Ah, I was supposed to do that one first. Alright. Though, my favorite pay-per-view was last Sunday. Oh, that was convenient. The Royal Rumble, and came with a couple surprises. I will admit, and this seems to be a bit of an unpopular opinion, but a lot of the people that watched the Rumble weren't too happy. And honestly, I'll admit at first I wasn't either, because I thought it was essentially going to be, oh, I fucked it up. You fucked it up. I thought it was going to be the Brock Lesnar show. No! Yoshi, you fucking lemur. Or lemming. Lemmings are the ones that jump off the cliffs. Because for the first, like... And it's been a week, so... If you... Oh, shit. If you haven't watched it, tough. But... Ah, shit. Yeah. I never said I was good at this game. The first, like, 10 people... It was actually very little interesting happened. It was just Brock looking like strong Brock and just working himself, and that was dumb. And as much as I didn't like it, and as much as I thought that it was going to just be straight up Brock Lesnar being Brock Lesnar for the entire time, I was very pleasantly surprised. Come on, eat the hammer, bro. Eat the bro, man. Oh. But there was a little spot where Kofi came out, where they made Kofi look at least serviceable. And then he ended up staying in with Brock, and it ended up being him, Biggie, and fucking... Rey Mysterio. Sorry, blacked out for a second. Couldn't think of names. Yes, as long as I have my dinosaur, he can take all the punishment himself. But there was a little spot where it was 3-on-1 for a little bit, and made it look like the Big E, Kofi, and God, Rey Mysterio had a fighting chance against Brock, and then all of them got eliminated. And then it started picking up. Drew McIntyre, Keith Lee came out and had a... I will say, it piqued my interests a bit. And then Braun Strowman came out with Keith Lee, and it was just the three of them teeing off into each other for a couple of minutes, and that spot looked decent. Like, they made Brock look good and still, like, nigh invincible, like he has been billed for years, while still trying to hold your interest. And it was a pretty good... they did a pretty decent enough job, in my opinion. Because it ended up telling a story. Especially with Drew McIntyre. Oh, you daft shit. Learn to jump. But this is one of the first years that from cover to cover, from bell to bell, that it felt like the WWE, that they were trying to tell a story with this Royal Rumble. Oh yeah, give me all the money, all the money. Oh, excuse me, just got done drinking a Red Bull before this. And of course, Drew McIntyre came out and looked like Drew McIntyre should look. Are any of these bustable? Yep, there's a vine. There's a vine. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Really? Really? You're gonna trick me like that? So that I bust your turtle. Why you gonna do me like that? I gotta get to the other side. Ow. And then, like I said, when Drew McIntyre was the one that... was the one that inevitably threw out Brock Lesnar. And the spot that they had... even after Brock Lesnar was thrown out, like... Drew McIntyre spent a couple of eliminations just glaring at Brock Lesnar while he was laying on the floor, and you could kind of tell that even if someone else was winning the Rumble, that they were setting up for a maybe not a full rivalry, but at least a big pay-per-view match between the two of them. And then, of course, entrant number 21. I will admit, I teared up. Come on. I did tear up just slightly when Edge came out. Because I've always been a huge Edge fan. Because he's always been he was always such a worker. And it didn't seem to matter what he was going for. He was always like what championship, whether it was one of the mid-card titles, whether it was the tag team title, or whether it was one of the main events. I don't remember what I got to do here. It's been too many years. Good boy. Ooh, I get the red switch block this time. And all in all, despite it starting off kind of boring, it told a story. And mostly because of that, it was arguably one of my favorite Royal Rumbles of the last couple of years. Aw, you prick. I got greedy and went for the extra life. Got greedy. You got greedy. Give me that. No? Get back here. My precious. And of course, last night you had not the pay-per-view. We just got done talking about the pay-per-view. Come on, Brian. Of course, last night we had the Super Bowl. I didn't know that was there. I mean, I suffered for it, but we got it. Hell yeah. That did not work in my favor. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. And I won't lie. That was a game that, for the most part, was really good. Oh god. I didn't need the coin. Okay, so we're only halfway through this. Oh. Speaking of halfway through this, we'll be right back. Alright, so now what was I gonna be talking about? Oh, you daft shit. Come on. That's what... I remember this now. I remember this level. Oh no! Oh no! Apparently I don't. But what was I going to be talking about? Oh yeah, the Super Bowl. And honestly, for the first half, I was convinced it was going to be fucking San Francisco's game. Oh, come on. Okay, jumping helps. Jumping helps. How do I get through those? I think I might need a Yoshi. Because they had a couple of decent runs. Especially in the second quarter. They tied it up and it was like, okay, so this has gotten kind of defensive. Kansas City kind of... I think it was more, in my opinion... I think that was more... Sorry, guys. My dog is going a little bit crazy at the moment over one of his toys. But in my opinion, I think San Francisco just made the wrong adjustments. Yeah, that's what I get for backtracking and seeing if there's anything over here. But the thing that seems to be on everybody's mind is the halftime show. And I'll get to that in a minute. For right now, there is one more thing I want to address. And that is... all these Philadelphia Eagles fans finally giving their support to Andy Reid. Like, they've been there throughout the years pulling for the guy. When... and I'll admit, I lived here most of my life. I lived in the area. I personally am not an Eagles fan. We're going to leave that like that so I can get that block. I wasn't thinking about that too well at all. But for as many people as like, oh my god, Eagles Nation, we support Andy Reid. Like, there's twice as many that were just as happy to see him leave. None of y'all were fucking praising him back when he couldn't win the big game. Well, I'm in a right pickle. Time constraints. Damn it. Ah. I want to explore. Oh god. More ice. I wonder how far from the end I am. Oh god. No! Oh, don't have time to get those. And I won't lie. I'm glad he won it. Like I said, I was never an Eagles fan. I was never an Andy Reid supporter. I thought back then he made... No! Come on. I'm not getting a single one up out of this. And serves me right. Thought I had a rhythm established, and I did not. I did not. More importantly, is I don't remember where the alternate exits are for these two bastards. Well, maybe later. But now, I want to give you my thoughts on the halftime show. Now, the first thing I want to get out of the way is I'm not going to debate whether it was appropriate for kids or not, because in my opinion, that's always up to the parent. And maybe, like, I don't know what the Super Bowl was rated, whether it was TV, you know, if it was rated for everyone, whether it was TV 13, you know, stuff like that. So, that's my first question in terms of if this was appropriate for my child or not. Oh, shit. Shit. I see what I gotta do. Where do the censors? Did the censors say whether this is appropriate for your kid? Oh, come on. I need to fly. Hey, we're... Oh, you prick. Because if it comes up TV 13, and you're like, oh my god, this is so inappropriate for my 8-year-old. Yeah, it definitely is. It tells you as much with the ratings. And I also get that it is kind of still with the rating system. It is a little bit difficult to police that with how easy internet access is and how everybody has a smart device and all that shit. And that also comes down to, if it was rated for everyone, then everything I just said is kind of invalid. But that's all I have to say on the appropriateness. Is it all boils down to the mental acuity of the child and how much they understand and, you know, what you as a household allow them to watch. So I'm not going to debate what you think is appropriate for your child. That's not my game. Oh, you dick. Fucking disappearing like that. Yeah, nailed it. Now, the question is whether I was supposed to come up here or not. Apparently not. Well, I'm looking for ledges. Nope. Alright. Oh god. No. There it is. These things are all about secret doors. far as the outfits, I'm not here to actually joke around for once. I'm actually being kind of serious. Honestly, I was alright with Shakira's. It was basically just, in my opinion, just a fancier cheerleader outfit. That is not what I wanted to do at all. That's my take on it. I think maybe I can see the argument where maybe Jennifer Lopez's, maybe some of the stuff that she wore was a little risque. And as much as I didn't care whether the performance was appropriate or not, when your theme is empowerment and, you know, women's rights and whatnot, again, as much as I'm not really questioning it, how appropriate it could be, in terms of children or how sexy it could be. If your theme is women's empowerment and, you know, women's rights and all that stuff, maybe a stripper pole isn't the wisest spot? Oh, come on. Well, let's see what my prize is. A Yoshi. All right. Well, a dead. That was my prize. A dead. And we start out there. So, let's hope this is nice to me. Oh, no. It started me out. Neat. Neat. It's just what I wanted. I mean, I want mushrooms and stuff. But I feel for it in terms of the theme being like women's rights and empowerment and whatnot. I figured maybe the stripper pole, not the wisest of choices. But at the same time, if we're going to desensitize this stuff, and what I mean by that is, how many workout regimens, and again, I'm not talking about appropriateness for the child. That's always up to the parents. But if we're going to desensitize this stuff and have these workout videos and, you know, it's for fitness and fun now, not just for strippers. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And then you got complaints about the outfits themselves. And like I said, as far as Shakira goes, I didn't really have a problem with Shakira. Because hers was more of a glorified, oh, I thought I could go through that. I thought hers was more of a glorified cheerleading outfit. Lopez could have toned it down a little bit. I think her attire was a little risque in some parts, but again, this is all a sensitive subject, and I'm not telling you how to feel. I'm just injecting my 2 cents. You son of a bullet. I need you. Nope. Shit. Oh. Hold on. Alright. Lost my place, but Again. Oh, God. No! I will bookend this with continuously repeating to say, it is not my place to tell you what you feel is appropriate for your children. I don't know your children. Okay, why is that not letting me go through? Alright, so I don't know what happened, but I got kicked out of my game while I was putting the dog in his pen. Yeah, that was a best case scenario for that. So for the third time, I will stress, I'm not going to be one to tell you what you feel is appropriate or not for your kids. This actually may not work. And I will say, I will give you some clemency. Like I said, in terms of, well, that was luck. In terms of what J-Lo was wearing, and even some of the stuff she was doing. But there's quite a few people, not just on my timeline and, you know, in social media and whatnot, but oh god, almost missed that. Lava means instant death. But again, I don't think the entire halftime show was trash. And again, this is coming from someone that doesn't have any children, so I don't... And I don't speculate on that aspect of it, nor, again, will I tell you what is appropriate. Nor will I tell you what is appropriate for your child to watch. That's not my job to do. I will only ever inject my 2 cents and my own personal opinion on what I feel. And I cannot stress that enough. But, again, with that said, I don't think it's any worse than what Beyonce did a couple years ago. Than what fucking... Okay. Am I just fucked from the start? Nope. Stop it. Then what fucking... Well, I don't know if I can include what freaking... Oh, yeah. Turtle dick. I don't know if I can include what happened years back between what with freaking Janet Jackson and Alright, so how? I think I fucked up. Let's go back, knock a couple of them coins out on the side and see if we can make that jump a little easier for us. Oh, that was too quick. You gotta give me a second, man. Thank you. So, that's what I think. Oh, you were supposed to fall in the water. There we go. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do, but it's what I did. Get out of here. And we're in the second spot at least. Though, considering everybody's opinion on this, it'll be interesting to see the direction that the NFL goes next year. Now, another thing, speaking of the NFL, they're saying that this Super Bowl has been the lowest television viewership in the last 14 years. Now, that's Nielsen ratings. That's strictly cable. It's not surprising because a lot of people are starting to stream now. Like, I watched it on Hulu myself. And I let actually quite a few games play on my laptop at work for the people in the break room to watch. Especially during the playoffs. I do not like this section. It is way too slow. No! Oh, well, he got away with that one. So it's not surprising that quote-unquote viewership is declining. Because it's not just that less people are watching it, but more people are watching it on different platforms. Oh god. Oh yeah. Give me that sweet feather. Oh shit. Alright, I remember this. I gotta jump on the right one. Oh, come on, you're not giving me credit for that? I'm bad at this. Well, was bad at this. And while we're on the terms of wrestling and football, the XFL starts next weekend. And I don't know a single person that could give a goddamn good solitary shit about it. I am kind of interested to see where it goes. So I can't really say that nobody cares about it. And much like AEW compared to WWE, I do hope it succeeds in terms of having an alternate method of an alternate program to watch. It'll also be interesting to see if they cross-promote it all. Use any of the WWE superstars to promote, help try and drive the XFL and initially promote the XFL. Because I know in the past some of the, I shouldn't say underutilized wrestlers, but like you got Titus O'Neil essentially that, oh god, get there, oh yeah. That's essentially gone from wrestler to just full-time ambassador for the WWE. Oh. I did me a dumb. There we go. Oh, that was for Yoshi. So it'll be interesting to see if the WWE uses that approach at all. I can also tell you, in terms of the rule changes, I am interested in some of it. Oh god, I shouldn't. Yep. 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 But I think we're going to wrap things up for the day. thank you for following me for the last hour or so. And again, whether you've watched 10 seconds, 10 minutes, or every single portion of any of my videos, thank you for watching. It does mean a lot to me. Again, I'm going to comment on the impeachment. God, I forgot the word impeachment. The impeachment proceedings when I know more. I like I said, I haven't been following or keeping up, so I can't say I'm in the knowledge at all. Outside the fact that, like I said earlier, everything's pretty much along party lines. Actually, I just saved this, but I can also tell you one of the things I've been thinking about actually before I close out is I noticed there is an assload of cheap games on the Nintendo store. So I'm thinking about devoting Mondays and these extended cuts to little like one-offs like this where I play Mario for a little bit and just checking out some cheap games, because I got like 600 points and I spent like 200 of them downloading Tokitori, which actually already has a sequel, and Food Truck Tycoon. Link's Awakening I'm going to be coming back to in the very near future. I might make that my next Let's Play. I want to eventually play some Deadly Premonition, so we're gonna... You know, there's a lot I could do. We'll see what happens. There's a lot on the Nintendo Switch Online and the Nintendo Online that I could showcase. And actually, since I last been on, by the way, if you know me, feel free to add that screen name, Prof Chaos. But since I've been on, they added Chrysalis and Journey to Silius on the Nintendo Online. And on the Super Nintendo Online, they added 4 games. I already looked at them. I forget the name of every single one of them. Yeah, Breath of Fire 2, Kirby's Superstar, Star Fox 2, which I am very, 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 very interested in playing, and Super Punch-Out. So yeah, we'll see what I do for the near future. Mondays might be devoted to Nintendo. We'll see how it goes. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.